Come in. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you, sir?
Good.
My name is Mike Mancuso. I'm here for the dishwasher and prep cook.
Hi, my name is Jack Lynn. Have a seat. Dishwasher prep. Okay. Take a look at your resume here. It looks like you have a fair amount of restaurant experience.
Yes, I've been in the field, as you can see, since 1985,
Okay.
and I have a love of the business.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Over at the Broad Street Diner, I see you were there for a while. It says dishwasher prep cook. Tell me some of the things that you did as a prep cook.
Okay, I prepped all the food for all the cooks as well as our executive chef.
Right.
I did that for about 4 hours a day,
Okay.
and some of the food that I prepared was fish, mussels, as well as the scallops and all the seafood.
Okay. Okay. What would you say? Then I see you worked over at a steakhouse.
Yes,
Okay, and you were a prep cook for them too.
yes. I also ran the salad bar for them.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, if you had to think back to Barron's and the Broad Street Diner and the Old London restaurants, I see you worked at those three places, what would probably be the most interesting job you had?
I would have to say at Barron's Steakhouse, for
Okay.
the prep and the salad bar.
Why was that more interesting?
Why? Because it gave me more flexibility,
Okay.
it was more of a learning experience for me.
Mhm.
I was there at their conception for their salad bar. I sat in on the planning as well as gave them some creative ideas as well.
Okay, so that's interesting. So let me ask you a question. So as far as creative ideas, did you get involved with the different items to put on the salad bar?
Yes, by the chef as well as myself, as
Now-
well as the upper management.
Okay. Well, what went into your thinking process as far as what to put on a salad bar? What did you take into consideration?
What people would like different type of fish, or whether to put a fish on or a fish off, and when to put that fish on. Like Friday nights we had a buffet, a fish buffet,
Mhm.
and anything left over, Saturday and Sunday, I would use on the salad bar. I would make something up,
Okay.
or try to create something that somebody wouldn't even know that it was a fish.
Mhm. Okay. Now, did you get involved, obviously, I guess in making these decisions, you have to know your clientele.
Yes.
Okay, so I assume that the Barron Steakhouse and the Broad Street Diner, the clientele was different?
Two different clientele.
Okay.
One, the Broad Street Diner, as it is, it was a 24-hour diner. It was there for approximately 40 years till it closed.
Was one brought in Washington?
Brought in Ellsworth.
Oh, okay, right, okay. I
And
heard they're reopening that.
they are?
Yeah,
That was new. That is news to me.
I heard it just about a week or so ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I passed by there a month ago, it was all chained in, and I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't know if they were tearing it down or.
Yeah, I actually heard on television that they were trying to reopen that.
Okay.
I don't know whether it was the same family or whatever, but I heard.
Hopefully it's the same family, because they had it, well, the son sold it and moved to Wildwood.
Mhm.
Hopefully he rebought it back and
Okay.
will reestablish that within the community, because
Okay.
he really had a really good clientele, whether it was in 3 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Now, the clientele at our restaurant, I guess, is probably more on line with Barron's. I look, and you can correct me because you were actually there. I've never been involved with working in a diner, but I assume that a diner is people are more in and out, quick.
Yes.
Right. And sometimes it's more sometimes of a family style where they're bringing the kids.
Family, yes.
So I guess the clientele that we cater to is more of a, I guess you would call it our restaurant, it's like a mid-range type restaurant. That doesn't cause you any problems to work in a place like that?
No.
Okay. So if I said to you, Michael, would you be able to prepare for me, we're putting out a menu next Friday, or I got a better one. We're making our menu for Valentine's Day. Okay. Do you feel able and confident that you could sit down with the chef and help him plan that menu?
Yes, I believe he and I could bounce the ideas off of each other.
Okay. So you feel you have enough experience that you can give some input and talk about it?
I'm confident that I do.
Okay. Well, what would you say would be, I see here it says like you have your skills and strengths, you're dependable, quick learner, team player. Can you give me an example of you being a team player?
Sure, if there's a lull in the business, what I mean by the business, if there's a little lull in between customers and everything's going up, I don't mind picking up a broom and a mop and sweeping up and mopping up.
Okay. All right. Now, I got one more question I have to ask you, and that is what we normally do, just because of the market today and the environment. We usually do a background check. Is there anything that I have to be concerned about that's going to come up?
Well, unfortunately, I did make some mistakes. I'm glad you did ask that. Unfortunately, I did make a mistake in my life. At the time, 5 years ago, I was in a bind. I went out and robbed the bank.
Okay.
I did my time. I did 49 months down in Petersburg, Virginia. I learned a lot from the experience.
What did you learn?
I learned more about myself. I was working in their kitchen as well, and it gave me more broader an aspect.
Well, give me an example. Do you think you came out of prison better?
A more better person than I would when I went in.
Tell me give me an example of how you think you were better when you came out.
More stronger mentally.
Okay.
Because at the time I was more weak, and I just didn't.
But would that mean that you became a better bank robber?
No.
Oh.
No, definitely not. That is done and over with.
Okay.
That part of my life.
All right.
Now I have a question to you.
Okay.
Do you know about our federal bonding system?
Now tell me about it.
Where if you do hire me, sir, today, there is a $5,000 bond where we can sit down and call the gentleman in Harrisburg, and I will be federally bonded in the case I decide to slip and make a mistake and steal something from you, whether it be a coffee cup or a bag of coffee. You will be insured for that.
Okay.
Also, tax credit up to $2,400.
Really?
If you do hire me. Yes.
Wow. Okay. And you can get me that information?
I can get that, fax that over to you if you have a fax machine.
Okay. That would be good. I would like to look into that and contact my accountant and talk about that. That might give me some incentive to push me over the fence and give you a shot.
Right. Because everybody deserves a second chance, no matter if it's the ex-offender as I am, or a non-ex-offender or a non-offender.
Okay. And when did you actually get out of jail?
This past September.
Okay. All right. So, and you have no problems as far as getting over here and transportation and stuff like that?
None whatsoever.
Okay. Is there any questions that you have to ask me?
Do you mind if that I'm currently residing in a halfway house?
No, I mean, obviously I understand your
situation. Work around. Okay,
I mean, I guess the halfway house is probably going to contact me to verify your employment.
But they'll verify everything that I am employed with you, and there will be a gentleman maybe comes around once a week, if that. Just check if I'm there.
Okay. How much longer do you have to spend in the halfway house?
Another 5 weeks.
Okay, all right. Well, that is the end of the world, Any other questions that you would have to ask me?
None.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to review your application and your resume, with my partner. like the fact that you have a lot of experience in the restaurant business, and it's fairly diverse as far as different types of establishments, so that's good. And I am interested in getting that information on the
Great.
bonding program and the
I'll
tax
fax
credit.
that over within the next half hour as soon as I get to the, back to the happy house, because I have all that written down there.
Okay, that's terrific. All right, today's Thursday. How about if I review this, you get that information to me, and I'll give you a call on Monday.
Great, that'll work fine. And sir, thank you very much for your time, and
You're
it's been
welcome.
a pleasure to meet you.
Good, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.